Hey, what's up guys, this is Brawl here. Now, I'm not going to do my live reaction to, well, not really much like anything, but I'm here to give you my review of the Boruto Naruto Next Generation Episode 1 that just released today. It came out sometime early in the morning, but I decided to wait on to see a few time on myself to collect my thoughts on what I saw. And, being that this is the first episode and we just got it today, or at least I found it out that it was released today because tomorrow will be the official release date. Or maybe, I don't know. The studio really released it earlier than I thought it would be. But, either way, we have Boruto now officially out, so here's my review of Boruto Episode 1. Boruto Uzumaki. And first I also want to start off first that, based on what I've read from the recent chapter of the manga, it seems the anime is going to follow a different story. It means, like, it's not going to follow the manga, it's going to follow its own story, like Dragon Ball Super does. When Dragon Ball Super was released, it followed its own story, with 2 movie recasts of Battle of Gods and Restoration of F, but went through their own storyline when the new Universe 6 was introduced and Goku Black Arc. And that's what Boruto, the animation, is going to follow in the manga. In the manga, we already have that Boruto, Sarada, and Mitsuko are already part of the new Team 7, or Team Konohamaru in a way, as some people would tend to call them. They're already getting the next generation already graduated from the academy, while in the anime it looks like we're going to see Boruto study his way to becoming a Genin in the academy. We were already introduced to the next generations from Boruto himself to Shikada, to Inojin, Choji's daughter. I kind of forgot her name, actually. I really did forgot her name. But the daughter to Choji. So, yes, the daughter of Choji. We met Sarada, and yet Mitsuki was yet to be introduced in the anime in the first episode. So that's we totally see he officially makes his appearance later on in the series. We're also introduced some new characters, especially from the opening that I saw, which had a lot of their colors, but it really did tone to it felt more lighthearted, but it did tug on the heartstrings a bit to know the relationship between Boruto and Naruto, and what his family life is like. And I asked for in terms of characters, we get to see Boruto's basically he's portrayed as he is like this cheerful guy who likes to cause mischief, but decides to defect from the way of being Hokage. He turns out he didn't mention in the end of the episode that this is not Naruto's story anymore. This is my story. I'm following my own path, becoming a shinobi, and this is going to be his run. This is going to be his era. Now, speaking of the shinobi era, I want to point out that in the very beginning of the episode, right before the opening even starts, for those who like to see a point in the manga during the movie recaps, that we get a scene where Naruto versus this man named Kawaki, who turns out to be the shinobi. The episode opens with Boruto meeting up versus Kawaki in a distant future. I don't want to say distant, like in the near future at some point. During a time skip happened when Boruto was basically in his teens, basically close to the young adult, and Kawaki was basically the same age or maybe even older or younger, depending. We don't know exactly because it's still unknown to him. It's still unknown to us, actually, that we don't know how old he is. And since he was the main reason behind the destruction of the Hidden Leaf Village, and saying that this is the end of the shinobi era, we get to see that this man also has some tattoos on his body, and the same tattoos that Boruto has. And Boruto has a scar on his right eye right here. It was paying homage to the manga. And he too has almost the same tattoo symbols on his arms, on his arm. It looks like they both seem to glow as intense action. We don't know just exactly what happened. We don't know exactly what just happened just yet, to that point. But for the way how the anime is going to do, I could see that this anime is actually taking some notes from My Hero Academia, and towards the story that we already knew that Izuku Midoriya is already the biggest hero of his generation. He's already the type hero like All Might was. And now Boruto's going to follow the same start. It's going to follow the same storyline, or the same path, I would say, how all this happened. So we're going to see Kawaki again, comparing as basically a younger version of himself, some point in Boruto's during the run of Boruto. And we're going to see how the events transpired, and we're going to see more explanation how he got the tattoos, what the tattoos mean, and why they're glowing. Says when emotions run high during certain battle points. We're also going to get more explanation on Boruto's eye, which, mind you, in this point in the series actually, and during the episode he meets a boy named Denki, who's basically the son of a wealthy businessman who contributed to the technology during the Fourth Great Ninja War. And now the fact this is like basically a day before the entrance ceremony to the academy began. Boruto meets Denki. He tells him to stand for himself, teach him a lesson, and basically he does that and he gets someone possessed with some sort of energy that we do not just know just yet. We don't know who summoned that or basically why they did it to Denki. But when Boruto sees him walking through the street, you actually see the fact that Boruto's able to see the energy with his eye. His right eye, not both eyes, but his right eye. It might be a new form of Byakugan or something else completely, but even he doesn't even know what happened. We never. And plus, some people say that may be a Byakugan, but he doesn't have the veins on. He doesn't have the veins like the Hyuga clan does. And Kishimoto did say that he forgot to give the Byakugan to Boruto, since he gave it to Himawara. So he doesn't mean that maybe the 10th Saiyan, that maybe the group of Hyuga clans, the Hyuga Byakugan from the last 10th Saiyan or 10th, I forgot the name. It was 10th something. I just really forgot. Maybe we're going to get more into that exactly. We're going to get an explanation later down the line what that eye was. I mean, is it even considered a Byakugan, or is this another form of visual prowess that we have yet to know? Since at this point in the series, we only know about the Rinnegan, we only know about the Sharingan, the Byakugan, and the other visual powers is from the other series, from the other run. It's also been hinted. It's also meant the fact that Boruto does not have any of Nine Tails chakra infused in him. So we can rule the fact that he's about any sort of small fraction of the Nine Tails chakra with him, since he's basically stuck with Naruto. And there's also the fact that we only see Shikamaru, Naruto, and Shino and Hinata. We have yet to see return of Choji, Ino, Sai, also Sasuke and Sakura. So we're going to see them more down the line as exposed to other characters. We're going to see other characters get their own shine in the spotlight. And knowing the Naruto franchise as a whole, it most likely we will get the other characters some chance in the spotlight. And that's more down to the future of Boruto. Right now we're just episode 1, and I have to say, based on what I just saw and based on what I just said right now, the story's following the way how My Hero Academia is doing, from how we're going to see the events. We're going to see all the events that transpired before Kawaki's attack on the Hidden Leaf Village, or at least when he did, or at least he did like some sort of covert operation. And now Boruto, we're going to see more explanation to the tattoos and Boruto's right eye. So we're going to see everything transpire to that event. And being that the anime is going to follow its own story outside from completely opposite of the manga, we're going to see some very differences between the manga and the anime, and Dragon Ball Super does. So from right now, I'm saying this off to a good start. I did brought in some of the comedy aspects I expected for a Naruto franchise about the action quality wise, especially for kids, for ninjas who are basically still young. And this is before using a full-fledged ninja, before he has the headband. So for right now, we're stuck with basically the introduction to how things started. So we're going to see some more next week. We're going to introduce another character from the preview that we saw, whom basically also becomes one of the main new generation. So it's still up in the air what the direction that Boruto is going to take, since this is the first episode. And that's basically all I have to say. I'm clocking out like 10 minutes of this. Well, that was my review of my hero, Boruto and Naruto Next Generation. I'm not going to give it a ranking. This is basically just the first episode. I'm going to continue watching this series. I'm not going to do live reaction to episodes because, for obvious reasons, audio purposes, because of copyright infringement. But I will do even some, if there's anything spontaneous or something exciting that wasn't explored yet, I will do a video on that. So keep an eye out for that though. But for now, I enjoyed my Naruto. I misworded the words there. Boruto, the Naruto Next Generation. Hope you guys did like I did. So, if you like this video, leave a like, subscribe, comment below, share this with a friend, and I'll see you on the next time for the next video. Laters.